January has been a pretty hectic month with a slew of Mass Effect news coming out, and it's time we look back, take a breath, and look at everything that has come out. Hi, this is Rima from MEOdyssey, and today I'm going to recap the big and small pieces of news for the month of January. Now, this has been recorded on the 3rd of February, therefore any news that releases after this date will not be included. So with that, let's get looking into all the news tidbits for Mass Effect Andromeda in January. So with the new year came probably one of the biggest pieces of news, the release date for Mass Effect Andromeda, which has been so eagerly anticipated. Aaron Flynn, General Manager of Bioware, officially announced the release date in a post on the official Mass Effect website, which has been set for March the 21st for the US and the 23rd of March for EU and the UK. Along with this news, Aaron discussed the hopes and thoughts behind the decision to hold off the release date, as well as talked about the upcoming plans for further announcements which we've been seeing throughout this month. So January was amazing for trailers and the Andromeda Initiative briefings, and we've been covering them as they've been releasing, but as this is a news recap, let's briefly look at the main highlights from all the promotional releases from Bioware. January started off with a bang with Bioware's showcase at CES 2017, specifically at the NVIDIA keynote on the 5th of January. Along with Aaron Flynn's introduction, we were given another small hint of gameplay that showcased Scott Ryder taking on Remnant drones, following up on PB Signal. This footage was notable for a few things. 1, showing us the menu system including the inventory and quote-unquote skill tree. 2, letting us listen to more of Scott Ryder and his AI buddy Sam. And 3, showing us more combat. Along with this keynote, Aaron Flynn took part in several interviews, including with NVIDIA GeForce, and from this interview we got to learn some more points that add on to what we already know about the game. For one, Aaron discussed how the Hyperion, the human Ark ship, will arrive last in Andromeda, and realised that all is not what it seems. 2, Aaron discusses the changes to the game, such as, quote, the profile system which has been shown in the gameplay footage. And 3, Aaron discusses how Bioware is still aware that the fans want to see more gameplay, and that scene will be, quote, that kind of rich, meaty 15-minute experience of starting in the Tempest, you know, talking to the folks and some squad mates, and others there, and landing on the planet, getting out and exploring in the Nomad, getting out and doing some fighting. Maybe solving a mystery, getting into a vault. There's a lot to explore in this scene in the game. So I think that people, the players, want to see that, and I respect that, and we're going to get that to them as soon as we can. As with most things in this video, we will link this interview in the description below. Then we had the Andromeda Initiative briefing focusing on the Tempest and the Nomad, letting us see inside what will be our new home in Andromeda. It also gave us more shots of the Nomad and introduced us to our new Solarian pilot, Calo Jath. Then on the 26th of January, we got to see probably, in our opinion, the biggest reveal in the form of the second cinematic trailer from Mass Effect Andromeda. This trailer was filled to the brim with reveals. Not only did we get to see our heroes encounter the supposed antagonist Archon, we also got to see more of our companions, including Cora Harper, Liam Costa, as well as seeing more of Vetra, PB and Drac, and of course getting to see our own little personal favourite, Calo Jath. The trailer was filled with highs, including revealing the Argarian race and companion Jal, and the romance scenes, and that line,
I don't need an army, I've got a Krogan. You're right, it'll be fun.
Then directly after, Bioware released our favourite Andromeda Initiative briefing so far, where we were introduced to the Pathfinder crew, including Alec Ryder, Cora Harper, Liam Costa, the Ryder twins, and Sam. This briefing not only gave us a great insight into the crew, but also gave us fuel for all those theories. There have also been some articles of note that reveal little pieces of information that can help add to the picture we already have. So let's start with the article from DualShockers. We'll leave the link to the article in the description below, but here's a quick summary. Firstly, they confirmed that there won't be any cross-platform multiplayer for Mass Effect Andromeda, and will follow a similar peer-to-peer model to Mass Effect 3's multiplayer. Romance was also touched on in this article, with discussing specifically romance choices for Sarah Ryder, stating that there will be more romances than just Liam that we haven't seen yet. And in regards to names, well, if you want to choose the default names of Sarah and Scott, characters will choose to refer you as such. If you choose a custom name, your protagonist will be then called Ryder. However, you will only be able to change the name of your protagonist and not the other twin. Other small details include the ability to change your casual outfit, as well as a return to mini-games we saw in Mass Effect 2, including hacking puzzles. The Game Informer article for this month just seemed to echo the same points as DualShockers, but also looked at the reasoning behind Mass Effect Andromeda not having the dedicated servers for its multiplayer. And Glixel's article looked at why Mass Effect Andromeda is looking to be the most influential title in 2017. It's an interesting read, so we'll link the article in the description below, but in summary, they discuss the decline of story-centric games for many reasons. Bigger budgets, longer development cycles, larger teams are needed for such titles. They also highlight Mass Effect's focus on characters and specifically on the Greys, rather than just good versus evil, which is so prevalent in most AAA titles. But Glixel also points out to Mass Effect Andromeda's genre, sci-fi, as the most crucial point to why Mass Effect Andromeda is so vital. Games that focus on the true essence of sci-fi, such as exploration and science, aren't commonplace anymore, leaving Mass Effect at the forefront of this genre. Bioware has also been releasing little gems on their blogs and their official website, so what have we learned? Well, we've been given a closer look at two of our companions, Cora and Liam, in the character kits on the Bioware blog that showcase the character models and their armor. And let's not forget the character profiles on the website. So have we learned anything new? Well, we'll leave links in the description below, but we now know that Liam can do a Havoc Strike, like those seen in the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and his favourite weapon is his dual Omniblades, and that Cora, unlike Liam, whose bio states he was born in London, states she was quote-unquote spaceborne. And we should also say congratulations to the winners of the Explorers Wanted contest, who won out of over 16,000 entries, so congrats to Kai Land and Carrie Schultens. And with all the trailers and articles, let's talk about something fun that we all want, the merch. Other than the RC Nomad and apparel, there are things that we really want the most. Everyone loves pop vinyl figures, and the Mass Effect Andromeda ones are so endearing. The line includes figure variants on Sarah Ryder, PB, Jal, and Archon, and will probably have more to follow. And then there's those McFarlane figures of both Scott and Sarah Ryder, which are just so amazing. Scheduled to release in UK retailers in May 2017, for now, we may still have a wait on our hands. Probably the most exciting piece of news for a lot of people is the news that those with an EA Access membership will have early access to 10 hours of Mass Effect Andromeda 5 days before release. There's not much more that we have to say about that, other than the fact that we have our pre-orders already bought and are ready to jump into Mass Effect Andromeda 5 days earlier than expected. Over the last few months, we've been getting a lot of information on the voice cast, starting last year with the announcement of Frida Wolf and Tom Taylorson as Sarah and Scott Ryder respectively, and Clancy Brown as Alec Ryder. But here are the other confirmed voice cast. Christine Lakin as PB, Jamie Clayton as Gian Garson, Gary Carr as Liam Costa, Stanley Townsend as Drac, Dana Fineglass-Fierman as Avina, Nicholas Bolton as Reyes, Nyasha Hatandi as Jal Aman Darav, Jules De Jong as Cora Harper, and Garrett Ross as Calo Jath. There will also be, most likely, more voice actors revealed to the run-up of the release of Mass Effect Andromeda, as well as some new characters that we haven't seen yet. Twitter, as usual, has ended up being where most confirmations and insights are starting to emerge, and we, as usual, are trying to keep a watchful eye on Twitter, so what do the devs have to say that we thought was newsworthy? Well, Ian Fraser has always been insanely good at answering fan questions and teasing here and there. Was there anything he revealed? Well, in response to someone pointing out an interesting red hooded character in a freeze frame in the cinematic trailer, Fraser's response was vague as usual, but sounds like we'll be getting answers soon. Ian also answered a fan's question about the sprint function, as well as whether weapons will affect the weight as it did in previous titles, explaining that these are all points that devs have considered. When asked about post-campaign activities, Ian couldn't confirm anything and looked at Matt Walters to reply. Still no reply yet, but safe to say there is a story here. Thanks to an eagle-eyed follower, it's now confirmed that Ryder will be able to carry more than one of the same class of weapons, i.e. 2 shotguns. It should also be noted that the Dragon Age Inquisition companion approval system will not be in Mass Effect Andromeda, and that Ryder will have more expressive language depending on what dialogue options you choose. And finally, one of the biggest reveals is that we will be able to name our crafted weapons. So the main big question is, what would you name your weapon? Mike Gamble hasn't revealed as much as Ian, but he did reveal the name of Zhal's race, the Angaran, as well as Zhal will be romanceable. He also confirmed that there will be more companions and crewmates that we haven't seen yet, but will soon. Mac Walters reveals little bits here and there about the story and some behind-the-scenes tidbits, such as explaining the original term Archon was going to be used for the Nexus because it connected to the Arcs. So, true to our word, we're just adding a quick update because on the same day of releasing this video, PlayStation has dropped a very brief trailer for pre-order bonuses. Now, we can't confirm if these bonuses are exclusive to PS4, as the trailer doesn't exclusively state one way or the other. The trailer showcases the pre-order bonuses that include the Deep Space Explorer armor, a golden Nomad skin, and a multiplayer booster pack. The brief shots of the multiplayer do seem very much like Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, with improved action and graphics. We should also note that all the scenes seem to be set on the same outpost or settlement. Other things we notice seem to be that your character doesn't have to be in a helmet, as we can see a female biotic with some black hair and some decent hair physics. Bioware have also released a character profile and a character kit for PB, and we finally get to know what PB's real name is. Pelisaria Basali, and I guess now we know why she goes by PB. Other things that we found interesting was that her favorite biotic, tech, or other ability is quote-unquote invasion, which is ominously intriguing. So that's a recap on all the small and big pieces of news that were released in the month of January. We've learned some huge things like seeing some of our closest companions, learning more about the plot, and getting to know some of the crucial elements of gameplay. And there's still a lot to uncover before the release of Mass Effect Andromeda in March. We hope this news recap let you catch up on anything you may have missed, and let us know what piece of news intrigued you the most in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and please share this video to help the channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.